Hey drummers, hope you're doing well. Quick one about bursts today. Single stroke roll bursts. Shout out to superstar channel member Tim who was playing with this. This is just a simple idea of developing our single stroke roll. It's a huge rudiment, probably the biggest thing in the whole of playing the drums when it comes to moving around the kit and drum fills, assuming you're playing like pop, rock, R&B, contemporary music, that idea of right, left, if you're right-handed. Is, for me anyway, the number one thing I practice when I sit down at the start of any practice session. And this is the idea of bursts. Bursts are where you just double up for one or more of the notes. You go at twice the rate. You can do bursts by going into double strokes, like diddling, and that's a whole cool, amazing thing to get into. We're not talking about that here. Here we're just thinking about doubling up the rate of single strokes. And we're just playing around with this in our session and just saying what a lovely exercise this is in terms of just drilling those hands, getting them to work fast. Those are little short bursts, a bit like interval training, those little short bursts of faster single strokes. Just for example, here we're going to play a bar of 16th notes, single stroke roll with a good old boom chick with your bass drum and hi-hat. So like this. And let's, for example, burst on the 3 and the E. So we're going to go at twice the rate as single strokes in this case on 3E. I'll go slow and count it out. This is just an example exercise on the channel members page. Just now what I'll do is I'll post several examples of like where you could do bursts. You could think of your own ones, but I'll just post several of the classics that we tend to do when warming up in sessions. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. Here 3E and 4E and Can you see in here on 3E we're getting two notes now, whereas previously I'm counting all the 16ths. 1E and 2E and now 3E and 4E. Really lovely exercise. For me, it's about staying loose, bouncing those, letting those tips of those sticks rebounding back like basketballs off the drum head, throwing your sticks down. I particularly find it helpful to try and stay loose it's funny, as you go faster, I think we all do this. We all sort of very often try harder. This comes from a very laudable place. We try harder, and the result is often that especially when we started off on the drums, we end up adding tension when we're going to when we're trying to go faster. But the point is, we've got to stay loose. Flow is the thing, man. Throw those sticks down, let them rebound back up. Nice and loose with your grip, not too tight, not too loose that you're losing control of it, but certainly not too tight. Not this. Not this. You've got to bounce those basketballs. Age-old cliche on the drums. It's like bouncing a ball. I made a video about this a while ago. Single stroke roll. It's like bouncing a ball. Tips of those sticks like basketballs bounce. Play it around your kit. You can make a little 1-bar drum fill out of it as an exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, here we go. Here we go, I'll go slow. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. I'll go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. go even slower. 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Even slower still. 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. So it's little single stroke bursts, absolutely beautiful way to practice your speed. Drummers always say, oh, I'm trying to play this song, but I can't play it fast enough. Any tips? Yeah, man, when you sit down to practice your drums, you've got to do a bit of working out. You've got to do a bit of drill. You've got to do a bit of giving your hands respect and love and time to build up your physical skills. Don't just launch into playing tunes. You got to do some of this stuff. And for me, like drum rudiments, that whole, I mean, I'm a big fan of thinking of your drum practice in 3 parts. Your hands, as in your physical skill development, your head, as in music theory, song learning stuff, and heart, which is the good stuff, groove, feel, all the emotions, all the emotional stuff in music. But man, that hand section at the start, getting your single stroke rolls in particular, because you're going to rely on that again and again and again. So drum bursts, again, check out the channel members page where I'll put some examples of where you could place your bursts, typically where we would do it, and we're warming up in sessions in a bar of 16th notes. Keep it nice and bouncy, don't tense up. What do they say? Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Go slow at first and be nice and loose. A loose muscle is a fast muscle. Thanks for watching as always. Shout out to Tim. See you soon.